You know, I'm just starting to just do different things, trying to figure out what more I need to add on to. So I just, like I said, been watching my streams. That's why it took me so long to um, it took me a very long time to get back to just watching my streams or just doing streams, because it's like I want to come back and I want to do something that's important and that's interesting to me. So um, if I can do that, I can do that, you know. So um, so we're here. Um, I don't know. I wanna just, I guess, talk about just a couple things. Like I said, the big thing right now is coming up with. I want to obviously do like a some sort of fitness. I'm trying to come up with that idea. Um, I'm thinking about, it's called Operation Gut Cut, where I ain't gonna lie, I got a bit of a gut right now, you know, and I don't want to keep having that gut. So we're gonna try and change that up, and we're definitely gonna make different moves. But um, I think I want to do that, and then I want to learn Spanish. That's another thing I want to do. Um, I feel like I can learn it. I've been wanting to learn Spanish for a long time. Um, it's one of the easier languages, obviously, because the English language and Spanish is very similar. But we'll get to that. So we'll figure that out. Then I want to do playthroughs. Um, I have a game called Life is Strange. I don't know if people are familiar with that, but it's one of my favorite game series. Um, it's not like an action. It's more like a RPG. I don't even want to say it's an RPG, but it's like it's just a choice type of game where you got to pick certain choices to make the right decisions, and certain outcomes get, whatever. But I think it's cool. So I think as we just build those little small things up and just keep building and just keep growing, um, things are going to just really start evolving. And I'm just really glad and excited for what's to come. Um, um, and I feel like, just based on my last 2 3 or so TikToks, people have been like agreeing with stuff that I was saying, so that's pretty good. Um, so you know, we all are feeling the same thing of, keep going, keep continuing. Um, it's obviously not going to be easy. People are going to always perceive it or give you the runarounds, like you can do it too, and it ain't that easy. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, it is not, to consistently do something is not an easy task. I feel like people have to know themselves. And I think so many times it's like people are looking outwardly for confirmation of if you're doing something right, but it sounds so cliche, but it's all within. It just is. Like, people just want to just inspire you and do this, motivation, and it's good. Like, we all need those positive motivations, but we also need reality. And to also understand that, no, not everybody's built for this. Not everybody's built for these certain aspirations. They may want it, they may think that it's all too goody two shoes, but not everybody's built to handle the critiques and the criticisms, like the attention. Fame is a one-way street, and I don't think people realize that. Like, it's like once you get it, like, there's no turning it off. It's no going back. It's no live in a different light. Like it's on forever. Like people are gonna know you from somewhere, whether you're a Z-list or A-list famous, celebrity. So it's like, I just that's the thing that I'm just like want to always preach to people. Like, understand, if you're gonna get into this fame, this whatever, if you want this attention, and understand it's a one way street. It's not a space where you can turn it on and then turn it off. Like, this is a reoccurring lifestyle, and it may be fun in the beginning, but a lot of people become depressed, and that's why, like, it's not the fame you should chase. Just, if you love what you do and have a vision for what you do, regardless of how people will create this persona about you or whatever world, people are gonna, because everybody's gonna judge, everybody's gonna put their projections onto you, and it's on you to understand that everybody aren't confident, or as they're not as courageous. Like, a lot of people are not courageous. Like, it's not an easy thing to do, to put yourself out there for people to judge you, to be ultimately vulnerable for people to judge you.